Hello, Aquarius. How are you guys doing today? Happy birthday. Happy Aquarius season. My name is Aviana for those of you who are watching for the first time, but thank you everyone for joining me today. We're just going to tap in and see what Spirit has for you at the moment. But thank you guys for joining me. Happy birthday, Aquarius. I'm also an Aquarius, so I love it. Love seeing what's going on for you guys. My birthday is January 26th. When's yours? All right, but let's go ahead and tap in. We're going to get into the meditation. So what I was seeing was it was like the opening act, I guess, of the movie The Prince of Egypt. Now, this is a kids movie by DreamWorks. It's about like the story of Moses and, that whole thing. I'm not super religious, so I don't really know the whole story behind that. But the opening scene is basically showing like the Hebrew slaves making the pyramids, and it shows just all the hard work and all of just like it was a very hard process. Obviously, there's whips, there's dust, there's heaviness, then there's carrying all of this like brick and stuff. So I definitely get the feeling that you're about to leave your hardship, leave all of the turmoil, the times where you're having to really like dig yourself up out of the trenches. Like that's going away. You're moving on from that. I also got the feeling that like your hard work is paying off. Okay, so I just feel like where you're about to be, where you are now, it's a very big difference from what you had to go through to get you there. You know what I mean? And I feel like your hard work is paying off. You are really reflecting on everything that you've been through, and you're proud of yourself right now. I like that energy. Yeah, it's just like your hard work is paying off. And then like the opening song for that movie, it says like deliver us, like deliver us. So I feel like you're delivering yourself from a very low energy, you know? Some of you guys, you could be more religious and like maybe you go to church a lot, or you have some sort of like, group that you are in that helps you feel uplifted. I've been listening to a lot of like gospel music lately, honestly. And it's like I love black gospel music. It's like so good. I've been listening to a lot of Marvin Sapp, I believe his name is. It's either Marvin or Martin. I don't remember. All right, let's see what's going on though for you, Aquarius. Let's get into it for real, for real. So yeah, it's just like an energy of your hard work paying off, Let's see what's going on though. Yeah, and see, like the song that's playing in my head is Praise Him in Advance. And it's like I've had my share of ups and downs, times when there was no one around. God came and showed his words to me. Grace will confuse the enemy. So I started praying, dancing, laughing, all that stuff. Okay, so we have worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. I got some henna done. Isn't that cool? Love it. And then guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So yeah. I just feel like this is the energy we're moving away from. Like that's what I'm feeling. As we're moving away from this energy, you may feel moments where there's a moment of worry, a moment of guilt, indecision, and it's just so that energy can show up so it can be transformed. You know what I mean? So instead of like indulging in that worry or indulging in that guilt, you are just letting it show up, accepting it, letting it be transformed and move through you. Now, for some of you, with guilt, indecision, worry, you could be feeling a little, low vibration, a little worried about something. You could be feeling like second guessing yourself about something. But again, like I'm definitely feeling like this energy is coming about so it can be transformed, so you can move on from it, just because that meditation was, it felt very powerful, like Moses says, he's like, let God's people go, whatever he says, and so like I feel like you are your own Moses, like you're setting yourself free from these low vibrations. You're allowing these energies, these uncomfortable feelings to come up, to be transformed, to shine love and light on your shadow. That's what I feel like. I feel like you're transforming yourself, your life. You're allowing these uncomfortable feelings to be seen and felt so they can be transformed. I like it. Okay. Here, this is what I'm going to do. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to stack it and slide it. All right, cool. Nice. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have health, self-esteem, loneliness, peace. Yeah, I just feel like you are your own peace. You are feeling very comfortable in your alone time. You're comfortable in your quiet time. I feel like you're putting a lot of effort and focus on your health, mental, spiritual, physical. You're feeling good right now. I feel like you're spending a lot of time on your own because you also like you want to trust your own guidance. You want to go within for guidance and advice rather than asking everyone else. All right, let's see what's going on though for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? What is coming towards Aquarius, please and thank you. Now, know that if you are dealing with this worry, indecision, guilt, because I know it can be hard, like if you don't have that awareness to know, oh, okay, I've done all this healing. These energies are coming through just for me to fully let them go, fully accept them, fully heal them. So if you're feeling these things come up and you're like, I thought I already moved past all this. I thought I already was ready to move forward, and I thought I was already, living with my higher self and using my intuition. It's like you are. It's just there's just a few parts of you that need to fully make that transition as well. So don't judge yourself for going through that. Know that it's just like the final lap, basically. All right, let's see what's going on for Aquarius. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man, growth, Emperor, preparation, death, priest. Yeah, so there's definitely like a lot of new energy coming your way with energy, new ideas, new like I'm feeling new inventions, new energy, like excitement, like. And when I say inventions, it's not necessarily that you all are about to invent something or start a business or anything, but I feel like just a new way of being, a new way of seeing things is coming through for you, which makes sense with this Hanged Man and this growth here. Like you're you're just seeing things differently, like you're allowing things to teach you, you know with this worry, indecision, guilt. You're allowing these energies to teach you, to flow through you rather than judging them, you know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely feel like a big shift in perspective is happening, a shift in energy, a new life is coming forward for you. And I feel like it was due to your, with preparation, the Emperor, it was due to your like vigilance, to your determination to see this new energy, to shift, to align with a higher vibration, like you were very determined to do that shadow work, to learn, unlearn, accept, let go, whatever you had to do, the transformations that this required. You were very determined to go through them. Okay, and with priest, it's like you're a lot wiser. You could be a lot of people could be coming to you for a lot of advice and guidance now. You could be uh sharing this information with people, like how I have my YouTube channel and I do my classes and stuff like that. You could be doing this in a different way as well. Like maybe you're writing a book or something. Maybe you have your own YouTube channel or podcast or something like that. But yeah, there was a lot you had to go through and shift and experience to get here, but you were very determined to go through it. So let's see what's coming through for you, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius, please and thank you. Okay, so we have delay and control coming out here. Yeah. I feel like with delay and control, you guys are taking a look at like, okay, what are the final bits that are causing delay for my blessings? What final parts of me are second guessing, are still holding on to fear, still holding on to doubt? You know, you're taking a look at the parts of you that may try to control the situation rather than allow things to flow, which would cause delays and blessings. You know, yeah, it's like what I was saying with worry, indecision, and guilt. Like these final things are coming up so you can shine a light on them, share love, acceptance, so that way worry, indecision, and guilt don't keep holding you back, you know? You're taking a look at how you control, how you aren't moving in an alignment with what you want, you know? Taking just a second look at what's causing delays. Not with judgment, but just with the it's like with the desire to have the awareness, you know? Like let me give an example just so it is making a little bit more sense. Like say for example, you have your own business and you're wanting to have success with that. You will notice that like, say you might force yourself to overwork or something. That is a form of control that will delay your blessings. If you force yourself to overwork, you're trying to bring in your success and make it happen faster, right? But your success and it happening faster isn't done by you controlling and forcing, it's done by you flowing, allowing, listening to your heart. So in those moments you might watch yourself and be like, okay, I notice I'm overworking myself. I'm trying to force and control. Let me take a step back and allow this process to unfold. Yeah, you're learning how to move forward with more balance in order to get towards your next chapter. Yeah. Allowing it to flow, not controlling. All right. What else is going on for Aquarius? Yeah, the Fool card. I love it. So, yeah, you're okay, I get it. So, y'all are moving into this space where it's time to just flow, allow, let go of the past, take a leap of faith, maybe move a little bit out of your comfort zone, move in ways that you're not used to. Okay, so with preparation at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you guys have been having to work towards something. You've been having to, you know, like learn and unlearn. You've been having to heal and grow. But now it's time to just allow. Now it's just time to flow. There's no more, nitpicking. There's no more healing. There's no more unlearning that is needing to happen. It's just about allowing things to flow now. Okay. And it's like I was saying, like it's not that you're indulging in these uncomfortable feelings. You're just noticing them, allowing, accepting, and then moving forward, you know? You're in the energy now of, yeah, it's like you're not controlling anymore. You understand that this rigidity is causing delays now. Now it's time to flow. Now it's time to flow. And that can be hard. Whenever you're used to being more regimented with your life and your healing process, whatever, it can be hard to let those, reins loose, right? It can be hard to let your hair down and to allow things to just be without having to be so analytical and so aware. Yeah, it's just time to let your hair down. It's time to allow things to flow. You're not going to know exactly what's going to come next. And I think that's kind of the hard part, but it's also the fun part. Interesting. Okay. So we have satiety, Four of Cups here. I just get this feeling that, like, some of you guys, you could have been, like, so used to controlling situations. You could have been so used to, like, being the catalyst and being the one in charge that, like, That like I feel like you've accumulated like an overabundance of something, and now it's time to let something go. Like for example, like say trying to yeah, it's like you guys yeah. It's like you guys may have put a lot of expectations on yourself, or you could have had like a particular timeline for your life, or like to-do list or certain goals you wanted in your life. And that was all done out of control, right? You had a particular expectation for your life and how it was going to unfold. So then you kind of like prepared yourself for that exact timeline by having, certain friends around, doing certain habits, hobbies, living a certain place, having a certain career, like you set all of this up with with a different mentality than you have now, right? So now it's time to let things happen naturally without so much expectation and attachment. And now it's like you have all of this stuff, all of these plans that don't fit into the life you're living now, the energy you're on now, right? Because this new earth that we're in, it's all about authenticity, flowing, love, accepting, you know, not moving with scarcity or fear. So when you're not moving with fear and scarcity, you have a lot more freedom, you know? There's not so much attachment to how things will happen. So now it's like you have to adapt to that. You have to adapt to the fact that, like, okay, this is now what my life looks like. This is now the vibe, and I'm grateful and happy. But now, what do I do with this whole plan that I had? Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. And so, yeah, I can understand how that energy can bring up some worry, indecision, and guilt. And it's like it's bringing it up so you can work through it finally and let go of the attachment without judgment, right? Because it's wonderful. Like you wouldn't have been able to get to this point if you didn't have that safety net, right? If you didn't have like, okay, this is what's going to happen, right? Because in the past, in the old earth, we did move with a lot of fear and scarcity and lack, right? So we had to have these safety nets to know we were going in the right direction. But now that we can listen to our intuition, go with the flow, we don't need it anymore. So you can thank that version of you, those plans, for keeping you safe, and know that just because you're not going with it exactly does not mean you're on the wrong path. And it also doesn't mean that you wasted all that time either, you know? Ooh, I like it. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, so with energy, the hanged man, I definitely feel like there could be like a new career move, a new person in your life, maybe a new scenery or move. Like there's been some sort of like new idea or new realization that's come in here that's kind of inspired this shift. Okay. With growth here, yeah, I just feel like a part of you is really upset, and that can make sense. Like, that's okay. You're allowed to be upset about the ideas that you have to let go of. You're allowed to be upset that something's not working out exactly how you thought, but know that it's going to work out better than you imagined, you know? Like, it's hard to put our old dreams, our old life, our old career in a graveyard, but you have to bury something for something else to come about. And that's kind of the process you're kind of dealing with right now. Yeah, you guys are just kind of like mourning the fact that, your life is going to be different than you thought. And it's not even that I think you guys are upset about the change. I feel like you guys are more so upset about the time you feel you've wasted. But no, it's not time wasted. It's not at all. That time was spent helping you get to here. Like sometimes you have to go through that internship, go through those college experiences. And you have to, meet these people and let go of these friends and whatever, whatever, in order to get to the person you're meant to be. You know, like you wouldn't be who you are now if you didn't experience all that stuff, right? But you are moving towards a very emotionally fulfilling life. I'm very excited for you. Okay, so I want to know more about the Hanged Man and the energy card here. I want to know what's coming in. What's this new idea, this shift that's happening for you? See, I love it. We have prosperity here. I mean, no, at the end of the day, with prosperity, peace here, like this is something that is very fulfilling, something that is like this is an energy that allows you to flow. You don't have to control and be, you know, the puppeteer of the whole thing. Like this is something that flows so naturally. But with prosperity, it's just you guys are just more aware of what is fulfilling for you, you know, not just emotionally, financially, or anything like that, but it's like you know now what, you know, what lights you up. You know what you need to feel taken care of, to feel fulfilled, and you're going to go towards that. And with peace here, yeah, it's like you're not putting up a fight anymore, you know? It may not, you know, be exactly what your parents wanted you to do. It may not be exactly what your family supports or what you even thought you were going to do. But you know that it makes you happy. It's fulfilling and you're not going to fight against it anymore. I like it. Nice. We love to see it. See, yeah, there's the magician. You know, you're taking matters into your own hands. You're going towards what brings you fulfillment, what makes you happy. You're recognizing your power and the role you play in going towards what is fulfilling for you. Yeah, it's just like I feel like there's no more judgment towards what makes you happy, but now recognize like now just trusting it and going towards it now. I like it. And that's right underneath the Fool card too. So it's like as soon as you guys realize, you know, I'm just going to let it go, take the leap of faith, go for it. You guys really start recognizing I'm very powerful. I can do whatever I want. I'm happy, you know? Yeah, it's like you guys are like I'm in charge of my life. Ooh. Yeah, lots of wisdom you've gained here. All about taking action, going forward, going towards what makes you happy. I love it. All right, let's keep going. Ooh, I love it. Empress energy now. Sit back and receive. I love it. And see that being underneath satiety, it's like you're going to have an overabundance of blessings and happiness because you're going to go towards what actually makes you feel good. Instead of having an overabundance of plans and, you know, timelines and templates and blueprints of what your life should be, you're actually doing what makes you happy. I like it. I like this a lot. You're just building a life out of beauty and happiness. It's wonderful. You know, and I definitely do think that there is a big part of you that is a little sad about having to let go of that old version. So I just suggest sitting with that a little bit and processing through it, giving yourself some love, acceptance, telling that version of you, I understand. It's hard to let go, but it's time. You can trust me. It's going to be even better. All right, let's get a couple more cards and then we'll move on. The other mic died. Don't know how long it was dead for, but I don't think it was dead for that long. But we were talking about the Empress, I believe. And so, yeah, just a lot of blessings, abundance. This is all about sitting back and receiving, not, you know, chasing, but just attracting what is good for you, what makes you happy. And this being right underneath satiety, it's just like there's going to be an overflowing of abundance. And all of that came through because you learned to take a leap of faith, let go of the past, and stand in your power. Okay, so now we have aspiration coming out, and this is all about going after something with passion, excitement. You know, look how like lit up this card is. You know, like this is all about taking action, going forward. Okay, and with loss here at the bottom of the deck, there is definitely a part of you that had to, let go of certain ideas, certain plans, right? Allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to, go through those motions, because it's not something to judge yourself for and to be like, well, since I'm doing this, I should be happy and grateful. You are happy and grateful, but there's also going to be a part of you that has to let go and has to mourn. I feel like a lot of you did dedicate a big part of your life, like, to a certain career, to a certain person, a certain idea. And now you're having to let go of that. Yes, it's amazing to go towards what truly is meant for you. That's your higher self ready, going towards it. But there's still a part of you that is sad about letting go of a certain life that you thought, you know? I get that. But yeah, with potency and satisfaction, you are definitely going towards something that is going to be a lot more fulfilling for you. But there is a part of you that still needs to be acknowledged. Acknowledge that you are going to be sad about having to close a certain chapter. All righty, one more tarot card. All right, we have instability. So yeah, I just feel like this is you being honest about, the parts that you were trying to force, you know? Like, say you were trying to make a certain career happen. You're being honest about, like, okay, I didn't actually want this career. Maybe there's a certain friendship or relationship connection you have to close. Now you're being like, okay, this is actually what matters to me. This is what, I need in a healthy connection. And I can be honest about the parts of myself that I wasn't honoring in order to make this work, you know? Yeah, we have speed, rest, regret, devil. So yeah, I feel like there's, in you going towards what is right for you, you also are having to acknowledge, like, how you allowed yourself to stay in situations that weren't right for you, whether they're relationships, work, family, whatever. This is an interesting reading. There's a lot going on here for sure. It's like you guys are going towards a new, beautiful life, but you have to let go of the parts of you that aren't in alignment with that. And you have to be honest with yourself about the parts of you ignored in order to stay in that old life. Yeah, I mean, take your time with it. Take your time. All right, let's get some angel messages and then we will move on. I am going to pull a card for somebody at the end of the reading. Now, to be honest, I think I'm just going to stop doing that because most of the time it's me reminding you guys to comment your name. So I'm just going to close that part out. But for the people that did comment in the last readings, I will pull cards for you. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. But yeah, if this resonated for you, let me know what's going on. Definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video. All that helps the video circulate. All right. All right, final messages for Aquarius. No need to worry, absolutely. Ask your angels. Prayer helps a lot. Meditation, journaling, all of that to me is prayer. Okay, yeah, look for a sign and ask your angels. So your angel, spirit guides, whatever, your higher self definitely is communicating with you. So if you're feeling lost in this translation, just ask for a sign. Like, for example, say, someone, you could say, like, okay, if me and this person are meant to be together, show me a shark. There's a shark. Like, it could be something like that. um but yeah, know that, like, this isn't something you have to figure out on your own. There are other forces here to help guide you, so just tap into them in whatever way you feel connects you. Okay, and no need to worry, everything's gonna work out. No need to worry. And be assertive. And you see she's like taking off that mask, so I definitely, with this reading, you're taking off the mask, you're living your truth, you are, going towards what makes you happy. That's always going to be a good outcome. Okay. All right. That is where I'm going to leave the reading for you, Aquarius. Thank you guys for watching. I will be pulling a card for Ian Anderson. Thank you, Ian, for joining my little community over here. That's all I have for everyone else. So definitely make sure y'all subscribe. Check out my newsletter. You can sign up for that on my website. And I do have a few different classes coming up if you're in the Kansas City area. I also have some online classes learning the tarot, tuning into your intuition. Definitely check that out. That's on my website as well. So thank you guys for joining me. Let's get into it, Ian. All right. Hello, Ian. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. A friend of Taylor's, a friend of mine. So happy that she is living her best life out there. And I hope you are too. All right, but let's see what's going on for Ian. Please and thank you. Messages for Ian. What does Ian need to know? Please and thank you. All right, let's see. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Three of Swords, the Lovers. Okay, so there could have been a situation, you could have gone through a breakup recently, or there could have been something where there was just something that was like very emotionally, like it meant a lot to you emotionally, or there could have been just a very sensitive situation, or it could have involved love, romance. But either way, I feel like there was some sort of disconnection, some sort of breakup, some sort of betrayal possibly that happened here. Know that this is something that's definitely going to help you become more confident. It's going to help you trust yourself, go within, connect with your intuition more. But with the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, I definitely see you rebuilding yourself from this. You could be meeting new friends, taking better care of yourself. Even though sometimes these experiences are very painful, sometimes we have to go through these painful things to recognize our worth and, dial back in within ourselves. All right, so let me get a card pulled for you. Let's see what's really going on. Message for Ian. That's too many cards. Come on, man. All right. Okay. Okay, you got two. Congratulations. Okay. Yeah. We have the Three of Wands and the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy with the Queen of Cups. So yeah, I definitely feel like you've been through a lot here. You've been through a lot of, growing pains, learning curves. You've grown, you've become wiser. You know what's for you now. The Three of Wands is about, kind of waiting for your ships to come in. This girl, she's like waiting for the right wave to come in so she can, get on her surfboard. So it's just like, I feel like you're really listening to your intuition a lot. Or if you're not, I definitely suggest you listen to your intuition. The Queen of Cups, very intuitive, very spiritual, very empathetic, compassion, generous person. So I just feel like there's a couple different things I'm feeling. It's either that you are wanting to listen to your intuition more, or maybe you're trying to, listen to your intuition to decide who should have access to you and who shouldn't, who you should give that, love and generosity to, and who doesn't deserve it. Okay. Because we have the Nine of Pentacles here again at the bottom of the deck. So a big theme for you is, just protecting your energy, which is good. Like not everyone can have access to you, and that's okay. So just keep listening to your intuition, keep protecting your energy. I feel like you've come a long way to get where you are. So I understand that desire to protect it. So yeah, I mean, this is what I feel. Yeah, I feel like you are very loving, generous, and kind. And that's why you have to kind of shield it, right? Not that I want you to have a wall up, but it's just having discernment. And the more you practice using your intuition, the easier it'll be to decipher who should be around you and who shouldn't. All right, Ian, that's all I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Join my newsletter. All right. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.